Hello. Hello, everybody. All right, before we even get into tonight, I need to make sure that you can hear me on Instagram because last night I had an issue with Instagram and I am trying to honestly figure out how to even find myself on Instagram Live. I have no idea. So if you are listening from Instagram, please let me know that you can hear me. If you are on Instagram, please let me know if you can hear me. Okay, so I am sending that out. So welcome to day 3 of Reset, Refresh, Renew, where we are renewing our spirit. We're renewing ourselves. We're just renewing. We're just in this fresh time period of the year where things are growing, the weather is getting warm. I mean, it feels really good, right? And also, if you are on Facebook, excuse me, I may or may not be able to hear you. Not hear you. I may not be able to see your comments. So I'm pulling up my phone. Hey, Jen, I see you, love. Excuse me, so I can see comments coming from Facebook. Now, if you've been here the last couple of days, I have been getting over this like icky congestion, so bear with me. I may be clearing my throat, I may be coughing. You know, hey, it just is what it is. You know, I don't mean to sound so gross. Hey, Jamita, I see you on Facebook. So, yeah, I have to have my phone up to see Facebook. Excuse me. So, tonight, well, let me just give you a brief recap, and especially what this whole like 31-day live thing is. So I am coming to you because, you know, this whole time period, I want to be able to bring everyone something new, something that they can use to be able to just, you know, do that whole self-love kind of thing, showering yourself with love, especially as the trees are starting to turn green and the flowers are starting to bloom. Okay, so we are live talking tonight on YouTube. We're live on Facebook. We're live on Instagram. I see some people popping in on the chat from YouTube. Hey, Tashalyn, I see you, love. And, you know, this is just the time where we got to focus on ourselves. We really have to focus on who we are and what we want to do to really bring out that authentic self, you know, bring out that badness, you know, not bad meaning bad, but bad meaning good within ourselves. And, you know, my goal has always been to change the world one person at a time. And that is either through products, services, or just conversations. And so that is why we are here. All right. Now, if you have been joining me the last couple of days, you may or may not already know. I don't know, but I'm going to let you know if you don't. We have been throwing out secret promo codes for Etsy. So you have to wait until the live broadcast to get that secret code. And you're going to get up to 70% off. I mean, I might be a little nuts, but you never know what percentage off you're going to get. And you're not going to get the code until the end of the broadcast. And not only that, I have a massive giveaway that I'm doing that has like 10 oils, some spiritual baths, weight loss oil, assistance oil that I created, as well as some hair growth serum. I threw some other stuff in there. Oh, a coconut milk herbal foot bath soak. It's always a tongue twister trying to say all those words, but I have to say all of them because it's really important. Because it's warm outside. We got to get our feet together. Mine or not, but that goes without saying. But still, other people may want to do it. So I see you coming, Asmar, coming from YouTube. Hey, what's up? All right, and this giveaway is like the biggest I've ever done. It's almost $300 worth of products for absolutely free. And I have a link that is up here at the top of the screen where you can not only go to the giveaway site, but you can also go ahead and visit my Etsy shop. Right now I do have 10% off, so it is a discounted price already, but why just do 10 when you can get more as long as you hang out with me tonight, right? And then also, on this link you can see my other social media handle. So if you want to go, make sure you're liking this video, make sure you're sharing it out, drop me some more comments. I see them coming in. I appreciate it. And we're going to get ready to roll. Now, let me tell you this, House of Oya Botanica is expanding, okay? And as I explained before, I am expanding outside of the spiritual products. Hence, like the coconut foot bath, herbal milk, whatever soak that I called it. I am expanding to add products like spa and self-care products. And the name of this line is always Amina Spa. And I add that spa on there to kind of differentiate, the spiritual products from the spa self-care products. And this line actually is inspired by my mother, because my mother used to love making soaps. She used to love making lotions. And she was really killing the game locally. But, this is before really I knew how to get online and sell things. Like, she had a website, but we really didn't understand how the whole selling online thing. So this is a few years ago, right? And I called it, my mother asked me, what do you want to name it? And so I called it always Amina, because Amina is an African name. Don't let me lie about the country in Africa. That does mean truthful and honest, and that's the type of product that I want to bring out to everybody. I want to continue to give serve around the world. And so towards the end of my mother's transition, when she wasn't really able to make a whole lot of things, so she did want to get back into it. And so I decided, hey, you know what? I'm going to do this in memory of my mother. I'm going to make these products, the ones that she really wanted to make for her, and really not just distribute it locally, but sell them worldwide. And not only are we offering the self-care and the spa products, but we're also expanding to offer a line called Total Basics. And Total Basics is, it's going to be a line of literally basic health. I don't want to say healthcare products, but that's really what it is. It's all about health, the naturalness, really getting away from these long strands of names of things that, hey, Jeff, I see you on Facebook. These long strands of names of things that we can't really pronounce, but getting back to those herbs, those natural healing herbs, right? And just natural products. Like, for example, the other day I made a sunscreen lotion because they're getting ready to go to the beach. And it really wasn't that hard, and it really didn't call for a whole lot of unnatural things. And I love it. It's super creamy. I'm putting it, I put it on my skin and everything like that. And so it's up to 40 plus SPF with just natural ingredients. You really don't have to go to the store and buy all this stuff that, is, who knows what it is. But that is something that will fall under the whole Total Basics line that will be offered on my Etsy shop here soon. And then not only that, I'm going to be offering like tinctures, right? Tinctures are herbal medicines, highly concentrated herbal medicine that you can use for like colds, you can use for like the congestion, you can use for just about any kind of tincture, any herb, you really can make a tincture out of it. And so I'm just really super excited as we are expanding as well as bringing back some of those treasured products that a lot of people really love, and I just hadn't had a chance to get the ingredients to make, like the Florida water. A lot of people really love the Florida water. I'm bringing it back, trust me. And another big one, a popular one, was the Aphrodisiac bath salts. That is coming back. Trust me, it's just, hey, I'm one person, and after having a baby, it's like, my head is everywhere. And I love to create, so I'm always like a mad scientist when I'm in creative mode. So yes, that is what's happening with House of Oya as we are continuing to expand, and when we move, it's going to be even bigger and better. Oh my God, I cannot wait. I cannot wait to show you all exactly what's happening. So, oh, okay, I see Sharisa checking in on YouTube. What's up? So again, be sure to like, share, and subscribe this video. Like, share, subscribe if you're on YouTube, if you're not already subscribed. And if you're on Facebook, be sure to share it out for me because I want to be able to reach the masses, and I need your help in doing so. All right, now, during this whole live broadcast, we are going to be talking about different things, right? But first, before we get into the whole like ask anything advice type section, we are going to discuss like the weight loss oil. That is our product of the day. That is over here in the corner. Wait, right there. Yeah, right there in the corner. And I call it getting snatched. Because I was trying to come up with something creative, and that was the only thing that I could come up with, so that's what it's called. That's what it's called. And this oil was something that I created as an answer to a lot of people requesting something for weight loss. But, you know, the thing of it is that I did not want to just create a weight loss oil that says, hey, you can use this, you can burn it on your candles. Yeah, that's great. You know, you can add it to your candles. But this is not only a magical oil, but it's also one of those natural holistic oils that will fall under my Total Basics line. Okay. Now, this oil, it does have a coconut base. So if you are allergic to coconut, like, just stay away from it. Don't use it. But I could customize it for you, but just stay away from it if you're a coconut. Have a coconut allergy. But this oil has, oh my God, I can't remember exactly, but I think it's like 12 or so different essential oils. Now, this is a really unique thing. Now, it does smell, you do not want to wear it as a perfume. By no means, it smells very medical. It smells very medicine-y. Yeah, it smells like medicine, whatever. But it is something that you can use to assist in your weight loss efforts. Now, I have to go on to say that it is not FDA approved and all that other stuff. But, you know, if you're a believer in the natural remedies and you're a believer in alternative medicine, that this is something that is definitely for you, okay? Now, how do you use this? You do not ingest it. I do not make anything that you can ingest. Excuse me, I have to drink some of my water because, boy, tonight is not as bad as coughing, but this talking kind of gets that going. So I do not make any product that you can ingest. There have been a couple of people who have ingested some of the products. Please don't do that. Please, please, please. I try to put that, you know, like as much as I can out there. This is an oil. Get this. I'm going to tell you exactly how you're going to use it. This is an oil that you would rub into the bottom of your feet. I know that sounds woohoo, but you do rub it into the bottom of your feet. And you get, and I'm going to tell you why here in a second. You do get 2 ounces of the oil. So it's a rather big jar, especially for oil. You rub it into the bottom of your feet, and you let it soak in. So I would not suggest you putting it on the bottom of your feet and then getting up and going to walk. I would suggest doing it like at night when you're off your feet. You know, you can have your feet up and it can allow to soak into the bottom of your feet. But I know you're like, Jen, but why do you soak it, you know, put it on the bottom of your feet? Well, if you know anything about like Chinese medicine, and if you know anything, you know, with the, yeah, I'm about to repeat myself. If you know anything about Chinese medicine, and especially like reflexology, the hands and the feet all correspond to a specific organ in the body or a specific area in the body. So like, for example, if you had a headache, you would press a certain place on your hand or your feet to help relieve that headache. I know it's like different pressure points and things of that nature throughout the body, but reflexology focuses on the hands and the feet. And within the bottom of your feet is actually the best place for your body to be able to absorb the oils that's in this weight loss assistance oil. I have to say that. And each one of these essential oils that's in this actually helps to speed up metabolism. It helps to drain and clean out the lymph node systems. It helps to give you more energy. That's the reason why I curated this oil the way it is because I wanted to give not a little bit, but I wanted to give each different system a different benefit. Okay. And so that's the reason why I say put it into the bottom of your feet so that your body has a chance to absorb, and each essential oil has an opportunity to reach those very critical points and those very critical things within our systems that actually help to release weight. Now, that goes to say, you still have to, do the whole eating and doing the workout, burning calories, because that's just scientific. That's mathematical, calories in, calories out. But this oil is going to help that speed up that process of what you're already doing. So I do not want to put it out there and say, hey, you can just eat all the junk food you want and you can use this oil and it's going to release the fat. I just don't want to do that because that's not who I am, and that's not ethical, and doesn't fit within my moral, realm. But I do want to stress that it does help you in those categories with metabolism, with draining the lymph node systems, with increasing your energy, things like that. Okay. And this has been selling really good. It's been selling really good. And I only actually made a very small batch, just because it was a very new product and I don't like to invest a whole lot of, resources into new products until I can see how the market responds. But I think I'm actually going to have to invest some more to get more product to be able to supply the demands that are out there for this oil. Now, again, it is relatively new, but, I've been using it myself, and I absolutely love the way, it's working. So, hey, and I have reviews on Etsy where you can go and see different products and their reviews and other people's take, because you can't just take my word for it, but you can go on there and see how other people are responding. Okay. And so each day throughout this whole reset, renew, refresh, we are going to cover different products like this because I want to be able to bring out to notify the masses on the different things that we're doing here. And so I need your help by, liking, sharing, and just, hey, you don't even have to buy anything. You can just share it. And I love that. But with that in mind, you're going to get this weight loss oil as a part of the giveaway that you can find at this link that is above my head right now. And, like I said, this oil is a part of that giveaway. But if you also stay to the end, you're going to get a secret Etsy discount code that you can use. Now, let me tell you this. If you decide not to buy it and you want to actually enter into the giveaway, even if it's just for this specific product, you can, and just everything else will be a bonus. If you do decide to make a purchase on Etsy, then I'm going to give you a giveaway code. Now, you do have to make a purchase to get this giveaway code, because this giveaway code is going to give you an extra 100 points, like an extra 100 entries on winning the giveaway. Now, you don't have to purchase to enter the giveaway, but if you do make a purchase with this secret Etsy code that does expire at midnight, then you will get 100 entry points. The only thing you would have to do is enter in the secret code at checkout on Etsy. Now, where is that at? So if you go to Etsy and you put in, your products and you get ready to check out, you check your address, you enter in your credit card, and at the end, right before hitting submit for your order, there is a little box that says add additional note to seller. So at that add to additional notes to seller is where you are going to put that giveaway code, okay? And so when you do that, what I will do when I print out the orders and as we're working, I see that I'm making a list of everybody who has entered this way so that you can get your extra 100 points. Now, I'm going to tell you, I was telling my husband, I'm like, hey, I'm going to do this giveaway, which I tend to do a giveaway once every year, so to speak. Excuse me. And he was like, are you sure you want to give away that much? I was like, why not, right? Why not? Because it's going to help somebody ultimately in the end, and I can't wait to do it. So thank you guys when I see you. Okay. All right. I'm going to look for your entry there. Yes. All right. So if you have any questions or if you just want to chat about the weight loss oil, drop some comments. Definitely let me know. I have Facebook up on my phone, but again, I may or may not be able to see your comments, and I'm working on my phone as well as my computer. So if I look a little disoriented, that's the reason why, because I'm trying to do two things at once, and that sometimes doesn't always work. All right. But all right. So this is the portion. Excuse me. I'm going to drop that there. This is a portion of, let me show you this too. I forgot to show you this. This right here, I always forget which way to point. Yeah, right here. This box is what the giveaway screen looks like. So that way, when you go to my link tree, link that's above me, and you click on the giveaway link, that's what that screen is going to look like, so that you are in the right place, okay? Just so you know you're in the right place. All right. So this is the portion of the live where we can chat about anything, right? Now, I will say I'm not doing any readings right now, but we can definitely chat about anything. So if you have any questions that you want to ask, whether it's about services that I offer, services that I offer or products that I offer, or if you have a situation that you just need a little bit of advice on, I'll definitely, I don't mind asking or answering rather any of those questions, because that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help. And that is why we are doing this. But in the meantime, we're just going to sit here and chat. Okay. So go ahead and make sure that you are dropping those comments and let me know. Give me 1 second. Okay. So one thing I do want to address, and this is a commonly asked question, and so I do want to make sure I address it at this time while we're seeing if any questions come in, is how long does it take for, your products to work? Or I'm doing this and I don't see any results. Okay. So, Sharisa, I see you. Okay. I see your question. I'm going to answer you in just a second. Now, this is a very tricky question because it involves the divine timing, okay? Divine timing. And what divine timing means is really waiting for divine to step in and say, okay, this is when you can receive it. Now, who's divine? Like, what is divine? Divine is kind of a broader spectrum of word. It's a broad spectrum word. It includes Orishas, it includes ancestors, it includes spirit guides, it includes angels, it includes really whoever you're asking to help. It includes them working in their particular time, and I had to say time in quotation marks because time doesn't really exist and all this other stuff, but they decide when you're going to get it here on earth, when you're going to receive it. Okay. And there can be other factors that come into play as well. You can have someone who's super stubborn, especially if you're working on attraction work, and they might have, you know, they might have had some work done on them that's pulling them away. And so you have to work on any like blockages or stubbornness that they may have. And sometimes things work immediately, and sometimes it does take a little bit more time and more strength. One of my very biased ways and personal favorites is working with candles, because candles involve using flames, and flames and fire, it's an intense energy form. And when you're working with flames or fire, you know, even water, any of the natural elements especially, you're interjecting that extra energy into your work that's going to take it a bit further. Again, my personal favorite is fire, because I've always been fascinated with fire. You know, my parents used to joke about calling me a what do you call it? Pyro, whatever. Anyway, yeah, because I just love fire. But, you know, hey, if you're doing candle work, and sometimes too, you know, it takes a little bit more candle work. So, like, for example, if you're using tea lights, or if you're using like the 4-inch chime candles, you know, you might have to use a little bit more now versus like a jar candle, okay? To overcome those blockages, or you may have to do some removing the blocks work before you go into that. It just really varies per situation. All right, so will I be selling sea moss? You know, that is a really good question. I will take a look into that, because I know sea moss does have like really good benefits for the body, with all the minerals and the vitamins and such as in sea moss. It helps. It has everything in it. But I haven't thought about that. That is a really good question, and so I'm going to take a look into that and see. Okay, I'll take a look and see if I can get a reasonably priced distributor to be able to offer that. That's a really good question. Thank you. And then I'll let you know. Okay. All right. So I see some more questions coming in. Let me go ahead and scroll back up here. Oh, your bend over oil, Cleo May oil is my favorite. Oh, thank you. But yeah, no, sea moss is really one of those things, and that would definitely fall under the whole Total Basics line that I'm offering. And so that line is still, you know, expanding. So that's definitely a good suggestion. I'm going to look into that. Thank you, Sharisa. I appreciate it. So, okay, someone says, oh, I can't see who on Facebook, because for whatever reason it just says Facebook user, so I can't call out and say, hey, okay, I hear you, I see you. I'm trying to pull it up on my phone to see if I can see who that is, but it's not showing me on my phone. So, Facebook user, I look forward to seeing your questions so I can be able to help you, okay? When you send it over through Messenger. Okay, so your ancestors and archangels love it. Oh, good. Good. Oh, do you have an echo? Here, let me disconnect this microphone. Is that better? Do you still have an echo here going on? Do you still hear an echo? Sometimes this microphone acts a little wonky, and I don't know what's going on with it. And I'm actually, when we move, I'm going to get some more equipment, because sometimes it acts crazy. So, do you still hear an echo? It's still an echo? Still an echo? Oh no! Here, that's speaking my fake British accent. I'm sorry, I don't mean to offend anybody. If you are British, because that's better. Okay, all right, good. So I just disconnected this microphone. Like, this microphone is expensive, and then it's acting weird. Maybe it's my computer. I have no idea. I'm not a tech person. All right, so I am going to scroll back up and see if I missed a question. Oh, okay. So I did miss a question. Would I consider myself an astronomer? So, you know, a lot of people do ask me information about astronomy and things of that nature. And I'm going to tell you, I do not know a lot about astronomy. You know, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. What I will tell you is that, yes, birthdays are important. Like, sometimes when I'm doing readings, and especially if I'm doing a reading for a person that's not physically there, like even if by video, if we're doing it by video, and I'm just doing a reading based on a picture of a person, yes, I will ask for their birthday, but it's not for the sake of finding out what their sign is. It's for the sake of understanding who they are and really personally connecting to that person with the more details that I have. Now, anytime I do get any kind of astronomy questions, I tend to refer to somebody else because I do not want to tell anyone the wrong information. It's just, excuse me. I can tell you what my sign is. I'm a Scorpio and a Sagittarius. I'm on that cusp thing, and I tend to be more Sagittarius than Scorpio, but trust me, that Scorpio comes out. But I'm really more free-spirited and like, I totally would have been a hippie in the 70s if I was born then. So, okay. Excuse me. All right, now here's I know it is an expensive mic for it to be echoing. Like, what is going on? And I got pink because I like pink, but whatever. I'll figure it out later. I will tell you this though, aside from astronomy, I am definitely teaching other information on YouTube School of Magic. It's called Magick School. I know, real original, right? But the reason why I call it Magick School is because we really are going over everything that is magic. Ooh. And everything that's magic, including spirituality, manifesting, and spell work from literally A to Z. Now, we do go a little bit slower, right? There are a lot of courses out there, or teachers out there that do just focus on like teaching you just herbs or teaching you just spell casting, right? But for me, I have to teach you everything. It's the inner teacher in me. I was never a professional teacher. Well, I was for a little bit, but I'm just a teacher by nature. And I have to make sure that if I'm going to put my name on it, I want to make sure that you get everything. And so we actually we started March 1st, and we have about 6 classes or so that we've already had with mixed in with excuse me, live Q&A every other week. So that way, you're getting a class, and then you also have an opportunity for a free chat about the lessons that we talked about, so that I can make sure that you're retaining and you're getting it. And if you have any questions, I'm definitely there to help work through that. And so we're going over things like, of course, we talk about inner child healing, we talk about shadow work, but we also talk about how to communicate with your guides or ancestors or orishas. We talk about also, how to develop and fine tune and recognize what your spiritual gifts are. These are fundamental things that you have to have before you even get to like making products, because we are going to get to that, making products, whether it's for yourself or to sell, right? Or even to do any kind of magic work or major, like master manifesting work. You have to do the footwork before you can get to that. And I cannot tell you how important that is, because I've gone through my own personal, situations in life where I just really wanted to get to the end result. And then I had to take a step back and realize that there was a lot of other stuff that I had to work on before I could even get to the place that I am now. And of course, I still have things that I could work on, because we're all human. I would never say that I'm perfect, but I just know how important that stuff is. And so that's something that we're doing over at Magick School. If you want to join, you can. It's like $25 minimum per month. You can join at a couple of other different levels, but you get, the whole membership. You get access to Magick School, but you also get access to like some other classes I put on there, like Becoming Your Authentic Self. Also, I put How to Read Oracle Cards. I mean, there is a few other different classes that you get access to. It's a really awesome deal. And if you want to become an entrepreneur, you get those free bonus classes as well. You just have to get the journal that comes with it, but you get the classes that come with it too. So, I mean, I'm not out to try to rape, pillage, and probably shouldn't have said that for YouTube. Oops, ignore that. But I'm not out to try to get anybody. I just really want to get the information out there so that, the next person can be able to create a store, create things for themselves and pass it on, because there is no competition. I'm really just in competition with myself, always to become bigger and better. And there's like this universe is massive. This universe is absolutely massive. Everybody has their own pie, not even a piece of the pie, really just their own pie, right? And so, yes, I'm going off on a tangent, but that is the reason why I'm doing doing the things that I'm doing. So head over to that video if you want to take a peek and see what's happening there. I do have like some preview classes, and I have some a preview of the school, so you can see what we're doing. We see how we're working it. All right, so I do still have some more time for questions, advice, whatever it may be. I am going to make a note to myself real quick about the sea moss so I do not forget. Let me put that in my phone now because I will forget, and I don't. All right, let me put it here. Oh, wait, no, let me put it here. Sea moss. Okay, got it. I'm gonna add that in there. And the reason why I had to put that, it is really hard to find authentic sea moss, because there are people out there that will, put fillers and add fillers in it, and it's not true sea moss. I know there's some sea moss pills that are out there, and I know that there are some like dried sea moss where you can soak it yourself and then grind it up or blend it up like a jelly to add to smoothies and things like that. So I'm gonna see what happens, what I find out there in the internet world. All right. So what does water have to do with spirit? That's a really good question. Now I'll tell you this. All of the elements really have something to do with spirit, but water, I'll tell you specifically about water. Water is like an energy conductor, right? So like, for example, whenever I'm doing candle work, especially when I'm working with the Orishas, I put a glass of water to the side of the candle, to the right side of the candle. And the reason why I do that is because I want that water there to be able to absorb any like negative energy that may be coming in or any kind of interference with that candle that I'm working with. Water also helps to cleanse. It helps to wash away. It absorbs that negative energy, and especially if you combine it with other herbs and salts and things like that, it helps to remove that because it's replenishing. Now, we can take it even a little bit deeper. Yeah, I know, water and fire. Like, yes, like when I go to the beach, I'm doing this whole like I'm baptizing my son Yemaya, because Yemaya has been with me, like she was with me this whole entire pregnancy. And anyhow, so we can take it deeper into water and Yemaya. Water with Yemaya and her connection to the wave of the ocean, although she is not exactly water, but she has something to do with water. She helps with clarity. So think like when we drink water, we're helping to not just wash it, but we're also working with cleansing so we can bring about that clarity, right? And our spirit and our body needs it. We need water. Like, we cannot walk away and not ever drink water again. I'm sure we probably could, but we would feel like crap. Absolute crap. And so not only just the cleansing part too, but whenever I'm doing sometimes too, when I'm doing readings, I will use a glass of water in front of me. And that's because sometimes spirits like to show themselves in glasses of water. And they also like to show like different scenes, like I can see things, almost like a crystal ball, but just with water. Because it's that connection to earth. It's that connection to the energy that's around us. It absorbs, it cleanses. So I hope that answered your question. I probably could go on and on about water. But I hope, for the sake of rambling, because I have to catch myself when I start doing that, that answered your question. Excuse me. As I take a sip of water. All right. So let's see here. I don't know if anybody is listening from Instagram. I needed to check this earlier. I put a little message up. If you're listening from Instagram, to let me know if you can indeed hear me. Excuse me. I tried to look on my phone, but because I can only operate with so many social medias before I drive myself crazy, then I have no idea. I have no idea how to look on Instagram. I'm so lost on Instagram. I'm just learning YouTube, and I knew Facebook because I started using Facebook, when it came out when I was in college. So, Instagram, I don't really know too much about. But if you can head to Instagram and see if you can hear me, that would help, because I don't think we have anybody from showing up from Instagram. Okay? Alrighty, I am here. If you have any more questions, definitely let me know, because we only have a few minutes left before I put up these codes. Woo! I'm so excited. This is the fun part, because you just never know what you're going to get, right? You never know. And I want to say it, and I got to catch myself from saying it, as far as the percentage that you're going to get off at Etsy. Don't forget that if you do go make a purchase using the secret Etsy promo code, to also add in the giveaway code into the add additional notes to seller box, so that you can get 100 bonus entries into the giveaway. Okay? Alrighty. So if there are no more questions, then we're just gonna go ahead and reveal this thing. All right, so let me pull it up on my little screen here. Boom. Okay, so this is here, let me make it bigger. Hold on. We got another, here, I'm sorry. We got one more question. I'll put it back up there in a minute. Don't see you live you don't see me on IG? Oh man, I done did this whole live. Let me try to see if, let me see if I can try it again now, even though it's near the end. I mean, hey, it is what it is. All right, I'm going to try and go live on Instagram again. Bear with me. I cannot see the chat box right now. I really got to figure out how to see myself on Instagram. I have no idea if I'm live on there or not. And we might just have to just kind of wing that. Let me bring back up, excuse me, the chat box, so that I can see if anyone's talking. Okay. What would I suggest for a small entrepreneur? So I love business. Let me tell you, this is like probably my favorite question tonight, because I absolutely love business. I will tell you this. I've been selling things since I was 8 years old, and it's just been embedded in me. I saw my parents do it since I was young. Like, even though my mother made products towards the latter end of her life, she also had a store. She was selling things, and so it's just been ingrained in me since then. And so I've learned quite a few things along the way. In high school, I started selling candy, and I even had another friend. She was my first employee to help me sell candy, so I would cut her, a piece of the profit. And then with that money, I bought my first cell phone with Bell South. Yes, Bell South. And it was like a fatback Nokia with a green lit screen. Yeah, it was. Anyway, okay. So what would I suggest for a small entrepreneur? What I would suggest, this is kind of a loaded question, so I'm just going to break it down just a little bit here. And if I don't hit your answer or what you want to hear, then let me know, and I can definitely answer some more of it. So for a small entrepreneur, make sure that whatever it is that you provide to the public, that one, you are hitting customer service, because you can sell anything, but if you don't have good customer service skills, then that is going to kill your business. And the reason why I say that is because I have gotten so many referrals just by word of mouth. People talk, right? People not only just talk to their friends, they talk online and forums. You just never know where people are talking. And that can like make or break you. It really can. I also want to tell you this too, is that whatever it is that you're offering, you have one of those, no kids, I know, right? So I also want to tell you this, whatever you're offering, make sure that there is a need for it. Because I know sometimes for me, I get so lost in my own world with creating that I don't even look and see if there is a need for it first. And that's just because I love creating. Excuse me. But if there isn't a need for it, then I work to create a need for it. Okay. And you do that by really explaining how things will help people, and you explain it through storytelling. You don't just give them this long laundry list of benefits and things like that, but you really tell them a story about whatever it is that you're offering or selling. My professional background is in fundraising and the sales. Excuse me. And when I used to do fundraising for like different colleges and universities, I would always tell my students when they were making their calls that we're not asking them to give money. We're selling a dream and a vision of what it is that we want to do. So if you follow with that, especially with products or services, whatever it is that you may be offering, be passionate about it, sell that dream and vision to that other person, and make sure that they understand it and they can grasp it and they can relate to it. So I hope that helped, because I can talk all day about business. It's like my favorite topic. So if you have any questions anymore about that, just let me know. I have absolutely no problem with helping, because again, it's my favorite. All right, so I'm going to put back up the codes. I guess that's the last question that's coming in. I don't think we ever hit Instagram tonight. I'll figure out what the issue is and try it again tomorrow. Because we had a lot of people on Instagram. I was wondering why nobody was coming up in the chat on Instagram, but whatever. So I'm going to put the code back up, and these are the codes here for for Etsy, where you can get 55% off only until midnight each night from each day of May. I'm going to give a different code with a different percentage off, so you never know what percentage off you're going to get. But tonight it is 55% off. And that is the code that you need to enter in to get that, right? You're not going to get it anywhere else. I'm not going to post this code anywhere. But because you're here and you're watching this stream, then you're getting it. It's my gift to you. And you're also going to use the code word for the giveaway entries, tree branch. I know. I had to find something connected with nature. But you're going to use the word tree branch, and tree branch is going to give you that extra 100 giveaway points. Now, don't forget, it expires at midnight, so make sure you get everything in at midnight. And I want to say that it expires Eastern Standard Time. So I'm not sure what time zone you're in, Teresa, but definitely make sure that, you get that entered in, and just let me know if you have any issues. All right. So I had fun. I will be back tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we're going to do this again. We're going to talk about a different product. We're going to give advice. We're going to talk about, different situations, whatever you might have, whatever questions you may have. I am here, and that is it. I'm going to give myself a 10-minute break before I go ahead and get on live for Magic School tonight for our live Q&A session. So be blessed. I love each and every one of you all, and I hope to see you tomorrow. All right, loves. Bye-bye.